Bismi Allahi al-Rahmin al-Rahimi. Note, that's how it's written in the top copy Quran, the Uthman Quran kept that top copy, and not it's written and pronounced like that, and not like how it's in our copies, which are variant Qurans, the copies that we are taught, which are variant Qurans. We studying today the masjids which are built by Umar AS and the Sahaba and the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The Kaaba direction masjids, and they built by Umar AS. They look like this. They are rectangular in shape, and you'll use their length direction to get the direction from one masjid to the next until you reach the Kaaba. Insha'Allah, Ameen. Kaaba exercise study, which we'll use Google Earth for. What I found is that the small masjids actually show you the way to the Kaaba, as opposed to all facing the Kaaba. So they face one. Let's look at it more carefully, inshallah. Top copy Quran shows this pronunciation, Allah. It's not joined, as we've been taught. Joining words and taking them out of the place is something which the Bani Israel got cursed for doing. So when I say it insha'Allah, I say it as it's written in that Quran without joining. Ameen. During the reign of Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu an, several masjids were built along the trade routes and desert highways. These masjids were intentionally constructed with their Qibla direction of prayer facing away from the actual Qibla. Instead, these masjids were built with their Qibla aligned with the direction of the road or the highway. This was done to serve as a landmark or a direction mark for travelers, indicating the direction to travel to find the Kaaba, and helping them orient themselves during the journeys. These masjids were not intended for regular prayer with their directions, but rather as directional markers and symbols of Islamic presence along the trade routes to help you to find the Kaaba. And especially in our times when Kafirs, they came along and they lied to people, and they built a new Kaaba and hid the location of our real Kaaba. And we know from history that Kafir was Abd al-Malik ibn Marwan, the Umayyad, and we are still currently in the time period of the Umayyad sect, which can be seen worldwide in their non-following, their facing of the fake Kaaba, their reading the Quran, performing salah like Abd al-Malik ibn Marwan, recitation of Quran with joinders and incorrectly, to commit sin, and prevention of females from masjids, and their non-praising in the time before sunrise and sunset, and the list goes on in their non-following, which is a sect affecting the world. Current following of people worldwide and unknowingly is the Umayyad sect and the habits and manner of the Kafir Abd al-Malik ibn Marwan. Now let's continue with the Masjid of Umar to see its facings, so we can understand where to go and what we should do. Insha'Allah, Ameen. So you will see in the blue circle is the Masjid of Umar al-Islam. It's off Bada, off the mountain to the top, where Bada is. You go to the top is the Masjid of Umar ibn al-Khattab in the Tabuk region. You will notice this masjid's facing has two facings that we take into consideration. The right facing, which faces towards a mountain, and then there's the west facing, which faces. So we've drawn lines here to show the two facings, which show the route to the Kaaba. So we used the Masjid of Umar ibn al-Khattab alayhi salam, and we got its pointing, and that pointed us to the other directional masjid until we reached the Kaaba. This is a very important exercise for Muslims to check yourself off Google Earth, as you may also find some extra masjids that I missed. Remember, the masjids are all the same size, rectangles. Their length facing towards it takes you to the next masjid till you reach the Kaaba. And the Masjid of Umar alayhi salam shows you the direction to go and start with and to find them. Try to check it yourself, and try to check if I made any errors as well. Alhamd lil-alahi. So let's look at this carefully. You will see that the start of the red at the bottom is the Masjid of Umar ibn al-Khattab alayhi salam, and then there's a masjid in front, and it takes us to the right, and there's a few masjids there, and then it goes left all the way over into to the left hand side, and you will notice that there are direction masjids that go up right till it takes us up to further direction masjids until it comes to the Ark of Sigri and the Ruah Ruins. The masjids facing shows us that this is our real Kaaba. So let's take it. Kaaba study, retake on what the route entails. Check mine properly, as I may have missed something. And we're going to have to check this against hadith as well. Insha'Allah, Ameen. Now the facts of the facing of these masjids tells us that the Ruah Ruins by the Ark of Sigri is our real Kaaba. The direction masjids built by Umar alayhi salam and our Sahaba alayhi salam and our Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam takes us exactly there. So to start off, you will have to go to the Masjid of Umar ibn al-Khattab. It is off Bada. You'll find Bada, the town of Bada in the Tabuk region. You'll go up the mountain, Urwatiya. It may not be clear that that's the name of it now. You go up, and once you come off Bada to the top of Bada mountain, you'll find this masjid, the Masjid of Umar ibn al-Khattab alayhi salam. You'll see where the yellow line is its front facing, is where you'll find to go onto the route, and its right hand side facing will take you to where you need to go to the right as well, in which case you'll use the facing and you'll just play around with it on Google Earth and zoom in and zoom out till you come across another masjid of the same size, which shows you the next direction, and you'll follow that masjid until you find the Kaaba, and you'll find that they all take you into the direction of the real Kaaba. And may Allah may take us to our Kaaba. Ibn Hajjaj ibn Yusuf and Abd al-Malik ibn Marwan, they ruined our Kaaba, and they moved south and they built a fake Kaaba, and they built a sect, which is the Umayyad sect, which is the sect that is being followed worldwide unknowingly by Muslims who are ignorant that they are brought up in this sect from birth or from childhood. You'll find that the Umayyad sect is followed by the Sunni, and so is it followed by the Shia, because they both read from a Quran where the pronunciation and the diacritic marks were done by Kafirs, Ibn Hajjaj, and they following the fake Kaaba.